Okay, so I'm actually in the parking lot for the swing dancing classes I signed up for that I'm not going to go to. I'm going to call Buddy later and talk to him about it, but I was a bit late getting here. I totally, of course, typical me, right? I planned everything out. Supper, I'm going to put supper in the oven at like exactly 4:55. My alarm's set. I kind of forgot to include prep time for making of the supper before it went in the oven. So I had it in my head, supper was going in the oven at that specific time, but I didn't have it prepared to go in the oven. So yeah, anyways, I was a bit late getting to class because I didn't think that one through. Which honestly is normal for me. I'm so used to that by now. But I get there, so I'm late and the class has already started for swing dancing and it looks like it's a lot of fun. Yeah, different crowd of people than I'd probably normally hang out with, but they do look like they're having a great time. That's the best way I can put it. The thing though that I realized when I got there was, I mean, let's be real, it was June of 2024 and I was still basically agoraphobe when everything in my life started falling apart. So for me now to be here and to actually be out of the house enough to go somewhere where people are dancing is pretty incredible. I'm gonna count this one as a win, even though when I was sitting there and I was watching them do their footwork and then I realized that they have to rotate partners. So like every minute or so the music would stop and people would rotate partners. I realized I can't do that. I could go with one partner and get used to having one specific person touching my hand and swinging me around and how, you know what I mean? One person touching me I can handle. I could have mastered that. I could have found one person that I could get to know and be okay with. Rotating through like 5, 6, 7 different men in an hour period or less and letting them all swing me around. I'm not ready for that. I don't think I'd ever be ready for that. So, lesson learned, if I want to do swing dancing, I have to have a partner prior to going. So yeah, I'm gonna call them and talk to them later and just let them know that that's just way out of that's not just even out of my comfort zone, that's actually something I'm realizing in my gut, in my heart of hearts, that loving myself, honoring who I am, I would not be doing that if I forced myself to do this class just because I paid for it. Because this would not make me feel good. Being a part of all the dancing would be fun and being with the people would be fun. But I'm not comfortable with sharing that much of my energy and body contact with strangers. It's just not my thing. Don't get me wrong, I love all you people. I love you lots. But I was told that when your love language is touch, you often don't like people touching you unless they're the people that you want touching you. I don't want those people touching me. It turns out I really don't. And I'm okay with that. I have no shame. I tried, I came, I saw, I know more about myself now. This is a win. And I think sometimes it's these moments that are the wins that we don't realize are the wins because we feel like we should have maybe done the dance class. We feel like, well, you paid for it, you committed to it, you should do it. The amount of times I heard that growing up as a kid. Don't say it if you're not gonna do it. Don't start it if you're not gonna finish it. Or like when I'd be piling and the pile would be crooked and you have to kick the pile over, make me pile it again. We're talking about wood, by the way. Anyways, we feel obligated a lot of the times to do things just because we agreed to it. But I didn't agree to it knowing if I would like it. I agreed to it because I wanted to try it. Right? That was why I wanted to do it. And I do want to try it. I really, really do. I just want to try it with a partner, with somebody I know, so I don't have to switch partners every 2 minutes and have another stranger touching me. And I'm okay with that. I feel no shame saying that. That does not bother me to admit these things. I don't like a bunch of strangers touching me. Don't get me wrong, if these people can handle it, kudos to them. That's their gig, you know what I mean? I loved watching them. You know what? It was actually a small confession. I did stay long enough to watch everyone be as awkward and uncomfortable with each other as possible when they were switching their partners until everyone had gone around full circle at least once. And I'm like, thank God that's not me. Is that mean? I don't know. Anyways, this was a good learning experience for me. I am going to contact them, and maybe they'll have other classes where I don't have to. I'll even take line dancing, as long as I don't have to have a bunch of rotating partners. So, you know, I'll take any kind of dance class that's fun, that is not involving a partner changing every 2 minutes. Yeah. Complicated, aren't I? Just so picky. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great night. I am going to go get milk and go home to my kids and maybe do something a little more productive. Yeah, probably not. Maybe though. I should do my laundry. I get more laundry to do. Yeah. And at least that doesn't involve me switching partners with a bunch of sweaty hands. Anyways, bye. Have a great night.